Hey you! The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the
Do you
staircase.
think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just old junk that needs recycling. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
It helps me with perspective, but it also brings out things buried.
That's part of the recovery process. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Hey, Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers at Blast and Steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right. So much for my field training.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. Officer...
Good, you have...
Got it.
Spare M...
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good.
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy, like, all the time?
Police!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the...
The second, madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore.
Yes, but it's not about me.
I'm quite familiar with the field. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat.
Do you have any...
I've all...
Is it okay?
Yes.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune.
Turn your
Don't you come back
flashlight
without
on.
him.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
clear. Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the...
Stand aside.
Gosh, you are strong, ain't you?
Let us get back on track.
Sure thing. What was that? Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised. The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh. I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it! It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you. What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding? There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
is Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We've got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most advantageous location. Officer Washington,
Sir,
keep cool. I have your back.
glad to hear that, sir.
This is awful! Robocop is here! Look out!
I don't think I can hold him off for much longer, sir. We're in, pig. Nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns! Fuck! He got me! Ah!
What is your status?
I'm hit!
Remain calm. I am here.
That was intense. I need a breather.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
City Hall is the decaying symbol of mismanagement and corruption. Detroit deserves a fresh start. And the only way to achieve that is to take the city private. Delta City for our children.
Is that true? Mary has to close a restaurant.
2 words. Delta City.
Greetings.
Just browsing to find...
If you need experience that will enhance your senses, I will gladly...
Let me take a rain check on that. Nah, tell me, what's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject. Greetings, citizen. I am...
Oh, I need to get that car down. Can you help me out?
Stand back.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done. I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood. So, do you know what the problem is?
The coil has been disconnected.
That would explain the car not starting.
Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power. I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure...
I'm guessing it's an easy fix. It started. We're on the money. Well done, Robocop. You are one serious Swiss Army man.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance, so...
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
What was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other...
Thank you for the info.
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos. Start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? Huh?
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But he... I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway.
Garden of Earthly Delights.
Oh man, great movie. Very. But the
We do not need to buy.
easier.
Do not give in to the pressure.
Are you pressuring me into not giving in to the pressure? That's smart. That's gonna work. I feel it. But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful.
Do you think
It's just shown. You know how they are.
recognizing beauty?
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
Time to occupy yourself with something meaningful.
What are you talking about? I'm a street entrepreneur. I keep myself busy, thank you very much. But we're still missing our tape.
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel, but he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
They tend to become imitations of themselves.
Hard to argue with that. There's been a lot of stinkers. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire, but here it is.
Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
Crap! Crap! I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
first, I hear a bunch of movie puns. And
Where?
he ran out the back.
Where?
I don't know. Try the Who's gonna pay for all this?
You're all right.
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
That is not the kind of help I was willing to provide.
Come on, give me a break. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, just don't give in to pressure. That's a stellar one, dude, but excuse me if I don't comply, all right? There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
I will leave the money with you if you spend it wisely.
That's cold-blooded, man. But thanks anyway. You're my savior, Tin Man. But what do I do with the money that I'm not supposed to spend on drugs? Like, what's the point?
Could you give us a hand? It's gotten real ugly in there.
Did some idiot confuse the courthouse with a bank again?
No, I heard one of the accused decided to escape. I think he took things too literally.
What happened?
Can you... They took...
If they
It's that metal freak!
sucker! Start shooting their heads off. They don't meet our demands soon.
Who? Hostages? The police? That's the problem, man. We're still waiting because nobody can understand what you mean.
Hey, Robo. You showed them. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Full metal armor and you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
I am not here for that. Having a tattoo on the face is against the police code of conduct.
Isn't that boring? Anyway, if you're not here for inking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike.
I don't serve no bikers.
Are you denying making tattoos?
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case. I need... What next? You gonna try to tell me that I'm smuggling nuke in a red inker?
Do you? I found evidence of your connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is...
Ah, fuck.
Where...
He's got a place nearby somewhere, but...
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be parked out...
Wise choice for a scum artist.
Ah, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
Hey, Robocop. Mr. Mills would like to have a word. He's waiting in the car.
Come on, come on! It is an honor to finally meet the hero of the city in person. It's a shame that our basketball team can't fill us with similar pride. Yeah, just lost to Atlanta. Some say it's because of a lack of team players. Do you think it's that important? Being a team player?
No. By working alone, I'm only responsible for myself.
It's a peculiarity of the position you play. But would you really want to be left alone? As for me, I have always valued team play. My grandfather used to tell me that Kuzak allows the city to be taken over by criminals. He can't stop it because he's not a team player. He fails to realize that OCP has given this city its most precious treasure. You. I want to work with you and OCP to improve this city. I want to take care of your interests. It's about time someone did. But to make it a reality, we would need your support. So, what do you think about getting involved in politics?
Involvement in politics is a civic duty.
I'm glad you think so. You are the symbol of the city. You should only use... We have... you'll have to forgive me. Now think about...
Is this the right button? Can it hear me?
Yes, sir. He can hear you.
Hey, Silverboy. The tracker says you were near the apartment of that domestic terrorist we talked about. Your memory is probably glitchy, so I figured I'd send you a friendly reminder. Check the place out. How do you guys end these? Over and out?
There's no need...
Over and out.
Ugh.
I hate the day shift.
I hope Mills will win. I'm sick of Kuzak.